fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Coach, thanks very much. Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. He brings the kickoff back 85 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Go. 180! 59! Great. Watch it.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Wentz. Man open, it's Goodwin. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Eagles.
Mike, here we go. 180! Exit! List by 7.
Check 59, Mike.
Go.
59, Mike to 59.
You don't know no better. Protein spill. Hey, Delta. Hey, we're good. One.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
And an Eagle first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check. Out,
This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Two jet.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch the run.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. Well, that's complete to Sanders.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Undercut. Hey, stand. Slam. Greystone, travel.
Throwing is Wentz. He'll let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Here I come again. Kill.
Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Go.
From the gun, Stevens. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Complete to number 18.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
To throw on 3rd down, Stevens. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
I got you.
Now Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Kill. Man 5-7.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Got it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10.
Stand off. Be careful.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Watch the run.
To throw on 2nd down, Stevens. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Bravo. Hey.
Mike 47.
Hey, come on, go.
Operating from the gun, Stevens. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well-timed effort by Darius Slay, a sack on the corner blitz. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Eagles nothing.
Here's Jackson. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Wentz. And this is incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Wentz now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Wentz now to throw. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Hey, wahoo! 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Wentz now on first down. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Hey, check. Let's go.
They start the drive with Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go one more.
Hey, Zoo. Ready?
On first down, Stevens going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hey, high 7.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
From the gun, Stevens. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stevens. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check pass. 47. 47. Check, 47. All day. Hey, check Mike 47. Watch a slant. Rhino. The hood.
Now it's the backup Cousins. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the return, Jackson. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. 65.
On play action, Wentz. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Back to throw. Stevens firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Defense.
Looking to throw. Stevens. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 26. Check 26. Come.
On the ground, it's Cook. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. 2nd and 6. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
6'6", bullet high. Bam.
Back to the ground, Cook. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try.
Bailey for the Viking field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, Ford Tokyo! Hey, Charlie!
Rush in! Rush in! Rush in!
Wentz. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
They can't hang with us.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Wentz now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Run.
Play action. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
That's caught by Jackson. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
I got one.
Hey, Foxtrot.
On first down, Wentz. He'll hit Jackson complete. 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
First down, Philadelphia.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Check. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Now Wentz. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and goal.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Lane 5-3.
Watch the twins.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Lamar Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the carry, it's Cook. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ready? 53, Mike. Yo.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
18 Gator.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Hey, seam 6. Hit it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Stevens. It's caught. Smith. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Madison. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check 52. Bunt.
Wentz going to throw. Incomplete. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe.
Check.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Here we go.
54. Mike, 54. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Wentz now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Here we go.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Get in the weight room.
Sunday.
Right there, 54.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 28.
And an Eagle first down.
Here we go. Back man.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the out.
Kill.
Mike, 54.
Throwing on first is Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First down.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 5-yard line.
Miller, the lone setback. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And they'll give it to him here. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Lamar Miller with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Eagles 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Back to throw. Stevens. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Fletcher Cox in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, this is a new concept. It's third down, but they've got the punt unit on. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up second down.
Here we go.
Second and 6 at the 17-yard line.
5-9. 59 mark. Check.
Go. We own it. Lion.
Watch twins. Check 4.
Down the man inside.
Now wins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Wentz to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Red 5-2 on here.
50. I'm going to run you over.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Any day.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, Don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead, and that's what he did.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. Again, it's Miller. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
One final try now for Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams